How's it going, everyone? So today I thought I'd do a guide showcase thing on my 6-star Samir. Kind of wanted to, when I was looking up 6-star Samir, should I do it or should I not? I didn't really get a concrete answer. So I thought I'd put out this video to kind of help anyone who is looking or is close to 6-starring their Samir and my thoughts and, was it worth? So real quick, gonna go over skills so you guys understand what's happening in the video and why things are happening the way they are and why I think Samir's OP. At 1 star, Samir triggers an electrical explosion whenever you crit, does 30% of your damage to enemies, and it has a 0.2 second cooldown. This is super important because this ties into everything later on, so if you're looking for damage, trying to understand it, it's right here. Then, when the target is electrified, you crit 40% more, and your electrical explosions that happen during this time on electrified enemies, it increases the duration of that by 0.5 seconds up to a maximum of 5 seconds. So this is where things start to get pretty interesting, is at 5 star. At 5 star, your skill, which is the electro field, gets doubled. So the duration is doubled, and it now pulls them in, so like a big gravity hammer beam thing pulls everyone in, sucks them in, allows you to do massive damage. Because, since everyone just spams the rain, the dodge skill, the bullet rain, where you're in the air and you're spinning, you pull them in, you bullet rain, and every time an explosion occurs, it reduces the cooldown on your electro field, so you can constantly just keep doing this. So I thought this was super OP. Who knows in the future if she'll get outshined by another DPS, which, tier lists from CN say that she will. But until then, C6 Samir. Alright, and then real quick, before we get into the video or the showcase, I just wanted to go over the matrices I'm using for my Samir. Just using 3 set, no super OP pay to win matrices, just using 3 set of Sobek, which just increases the damage you do up to 18%, so 6 times 3 stacks for each enemy nearby. And yeah, not even like ascended. I haven't pulled any more Sobek, so yeah, there we go. So I found that the best way to do Bygone with Samir is to first start off by trying to group the enemies up as best as possible, swapping to her, and then using her ability to pull them in, and immediately jumping up to start spinning and doing AoE damage and building up charge and reducing cooldown. Now that the enemies are shield broken, before I swap back to Samira, I like to use the other weapons that I have to build up charge for her so that I can use the discharge ability and her ability again and continue to spin. This floor specifically is kind of a pain because these are one of the few enemies that can knock you out of the air when you use Samir. I found that if you do circles around the enemies, once you've pulled them in, it makes it a lot harder for them to knock you out of the air. Their abilities just like to miss, or they like to slowly turn to look at you. So this is a great floor to kind of show how strong Samir can be, especially with the one enemy that she finds the hardest to deal with. And as you see, we just clear it really fast. Alright, so since we cleared 134, I thought I'd also do a boss stage to kind of showcase how her single target does. I kind of used a different strat here by using holding down the attack button to pull out the aim mechanic for Samir. I personally like using this for single target because I get more out of her endurance. I get more charge and more more damage, more everything. Like the crits happen more often because you're hitting more times, you're using less endurance, so you can constantly do it. And as you can see, like the skill cooldown is just rapidly decreasing. So I use it as much as I can, build as much charge as I can, swap to shield break when I can, and then rinse and repeat. And just use your skill whenever it's on or off cooldown, or use it on cooldown as much as possible to get the most damage out. Made this stage really easy, and it makes Bygone in general really easy. And then just as a side note, with any boss, if you are having trouble, I like to personally keep one charge when I know mechanic is coming, because you can actually cancel the boss's ability by using one of the discharges that you have available or that you have stocked up. So whenever I know a mechanic's coming, I keep a charge ready. Once he starts his animation, I immediately cancel his animation by using a discharge, and it kicks me out of the animation he's doing, where he can possibly kill you or do massive damage or just, you know, waste your time. Especially in Bygone, you don't want to waste time. So just something to think about. Just thought I'd throw that in there. And then at the end here, I just wanted to showcase like the spinning guns on a single target. You see the damage numbers are higher, but the charge that I'm gaining and the endurance I'm using is less and more. So less charge, more endurance used. And for single target bosses, I feel like having more charge is better. So yeah, that was the video. Wanted to show you guys. What did you guys think? Do you think it was worth? I personally think it was worth. And then yeah, please leave me a comment. Let me know. I'm still working and learning on how to make these videos better and more informative in like a more concise and like clear method while still trying to be entertaining. So please let me know what I can improve on. Anyways, thanks guys. I really appreciate it. Take care.